June 11, 1981 in Paris, France. 32-year-old Issei Sagawa asked 25-year-old Renée Hartevelt to his apartment. The two were classmates studying at the Sorbonne University in Paris. Sagawa had come from Japan, Hartevelt, from the Netherlands. When Hartevelt arrived at Sagawa's apartment, he gave Hartevelt a book of poems and used a cassette player to record her reading them. While she read, he came up behind her with a .22 caliber rifle and shot her through the back of the neck. He undressed her corpse and sliced off the tips of her nose and left nipple, eating both. He continued to cannibalize Hartevelt's body, removing and saving her nose, lips, tongue, and eyeballs. He said, quote, "It melted in my mouth like raw tuna in a sushi restaurant," unquote. He attempted to keep her internal organs but the acids irritated his skin. Sagawa photographed Hartevelt's body before sexually assaulting it. He rewound and played the recording of Hartevelt reading poetry, and continued to consume her, wiping his mouth with her panties. He then photographed Hartevelt's body before taking it to bed with him. In the morning he made breakfast out of her, chewing bites from her underarm before deciding she had gone too rancid. He chopped her into pieces with a hatchet and placed her in suitcases he had bought ahead of time, using her hand to masturbate before calling a cab. He took Hartevelt's remaining parts into a Parisian park, intending to sink them in a pond, but there were witnesses near the water and instead he fled, abandoning the bloody cases. These witnesses summoned the police, who were able to track the purchaser of the suitcases. After his arrest, Sagawa became a macabre celebrity, even appearing in culinary magazines and writing a weekly tabloid column. The Rolling Stones wrote the song "Too Much Blood" about the crime. Sagawa said, quote, "The public has made me the godfather of cannibalism and I am happy about that," unquote. He was found legally insane and extradited back to Japan. On August 12, 1986, 5 years after the murder and cannibalization of Renée Hartevelt, Issei Sagawa was allowed to check himself out of his mental institution. He is now living in Tokyo.